Welcome back, BCT. Today we're going to be talking about connecting ductwork from your exhaust hood through the roof. And these are all the items involved in the process. So in this process we're going to use 6-inch ductwork. You think when you do the connections you'll be able to use duct tape, but that's not the truth. Don't ever use duct tape when connecting the two pipes together. So I can go over a couple of the items. This is your standard 2-foot length of ductwork. You see it's crimped on one side and it's flat on the other side. So when installing it, the first process is to start with the pipe straight down into your range hood, and then the next piece will go over it. So you see it's crimped, so that allows the other piece to fit right over it, and then you slide it on. So the next piece always goes over it, and you just slide it on like this. You take your screws. You gotta use special screws. These are called self-tapping screws. See, they have an end on them like a drill bit, so you don't have to pre-drill. You probably want about 3 screws per connection. So you just hold the, take your drill, put it in your drill gun. See it make its own Mohn's hole, and it's easy to connect. So make sure you use those special screws. So you probably want one on the opposite side and maybe one more, and that's it. You don't have to put a lot of screws. Then you use a special duct tape. It has, you peel it one side and then you'll just wrap around your joints. You want to make every joint airtight. And then a lot of times you might come up with a situation where you have to crimp your own pipe. This is machine done, factory done, but in the field you might have to make your own. So I'm going to show you how to do that. There's special pliers. These are called crimping pliers. You see there's 3 prongs on one side and 2 on the other side, so you have to use a special way. So I'll show you how to crimp the whole pipe. So you put the 3 on the inside of the pipe. Make sure you do it the right way. 3 goes on the inside of the pipe, you just squeeze. And you go all the way around. And that's how you do the whole pipe all the way around. See, it looks very similar to the machine made, and it'll have the same effect. If you do it the opposite way, it won't work correctly. So make sure you use the pliers correctly. Put the 3 on the inside of the pipe and the 2 prongs on the outside. And here's our roof cap. So we'll be going on roof today because it's a nice day, it's clear, no rain. And this will go on the cap, and then this will fit right over your last fitting. In case you don't have a straight run, there's things called elbows. So these come straight. You can see you can make them and turn them into an elbow. So if you have an obstacle in the way, put it up and I'll get you out of the way. But keep in mind with the ductwork, every elbow you do adds about 12 feet of run. So there's only a maximum amount of distance you're supposed to go per the manufacturer's recommendations. And then always insulate the pipe. When it's in the attic, it's not a heated area, so you gotta, when you have hot air meeting cold air, you'll develop condensation and the water will drip down and cause problems in your ceiling unless it's insulated. So make sure you insulate the whole ductwork going to the roof. Welcome back, BCT students. As you see, we're on the roof. We're ready to install the roof cap that gets attached to the ductwork for our range hood. You can see we drilled a little hole from the attic. We went to the attic, plumbed up our mark, and this is a little drill bit we drilled through, and that's going to be our location for our roof cap. Here's the roof cap. You can see it's got a flange on it, and you want to do is put roofing cement around here and put it underneath the shingles and then nail that down. Then the ductwork from underneath will attach right to here and it will exhaust out. So it'll fit like this. So once you determine what shingles you have to remove, you gotta be real careful and start prying them up and take the nails out. So you can see from this location, we know we gotta take out this roof shingle. See, I already loosened it up. The best way to loosen it up, you gotta be real patient, because if you're not, you're gonna rip the shingle and create more damage. So all you gotta do is, see how it's real tight? put your pry bar underneath, take your other hand, be patient, okay? Go across, go back and forth. Eventually it'll come up. Don't try to take too much or it's gonna rip. And then you got bigger problems. So I did that all across here, and then primed up all the nails. So now this shingle will come out. And here's our hole. Okay? So now you cut a hole right here, 6-inch hole, put a roof cap in, and then cut the shingle around the roof cap, and we're ready to go on the roof. Okay, you can see we got the hole cut, so we're committed. Okay, so I notched the shingle so it's going to go around the roof cap, and then we got to put the other shingle on top, and it'll sit on top of this flange. Normally we would caulk this area with roofing cement, put it in, nail in place, but I want to dry fit the ductwork, make sure everything works, and then I'll do that. So just to show you guys how you put it back in. So you gotta lift these shingles up, go on top of the roofing paper. Now that one's in. Now you gotta work this next one in. The reason I didn't cut up here, because there's a seam right here. And that's a potential leak problem, unless you leave this piece underneath. So we're gonna carefully wiggle this one underneath, and you'll see how it should fit. See how it overlaps the flange? That prevents the water from leaking, and we'll just you would nail it down. Now you can just center it in your opening a little bit. We're good to go. Alright guys, just got out of the attic and measured the distance what we need for the ductwork connect from this piece to the roof cap, and you can see I had cut the top part of the ductwork. So I'm going to show you how. I gotta remake this piece on top so it'll fit into the roof cap. And here's just a quick example of how this stuff works. You just clip it together. So you gotta press it in the middle here. You can see it has two little grooves that connect. And connect it. Whenever cutting the ductwork, you see you can have a lot of sharp points, so make sure you wear gloves. Be safe so you don't cut yourself. So now I gotta crimp the whole top end. 3 is on the inside, all the way around. Ready to put the roof cap on. It's pretty windy up there. So you can see the hole is already made, so we're gonna have to put some caulk around here. Put this in our opening, and put our shingles over the top. Then connect the ductwork from the inside. Roofing cement, caulk the flange underneath. Use a good amount. Come across, sides. Purposely left off some here in case condensation builds up underneath. There's a place for the water to come out, it won't get trapped. So we're going to flip this over, lift up your shingles. Okay, now we're set. Gotta nail it down to the flange where the shingles will cover over it, so you don't want to be too close. Side, just like we did that. Have to lift the shingles up. Pry bar underneath so you hold it. Then you can put some more nails on. up top. Now we put back the shingle. Now we gotta re-nail the shingles in. Okay. And then we'll add some roofing cement over the nails just to make it waterproof. They should nail where you know it's not going to be exposed. Okay. That's good there. Okay, you can see we got the ductwork attached from all the way down from the unit all the way up to the roof. And we started insulating it because you always want to insulate in an attic to prevent condensation. So whenever you have cold air that meets hot air, you'll have condensation, and this will prevent having condensation. So this is one of the joints you see. You can see the screws. So now we got to tape it. Always use foil tape, not duct tape. This is what foil tape looks like. It has a backing. This way you create an airtight joint. So you can just start like this and then wrap it around. Now you just smooth it nice and tight. Now you got an airtight joint. It's insulated. And then you'll put this vapor barrier over it. Once it's all insulated, tape that up. And you shouldn't have any problem. Alright, now you can see it's completed. We got a vapor barrier on. Vapor barrier. It's all, the seam is all taped up with foil tape. Remember, use foil tape, not duct tape, for doing this type of work. And that's a wrap. Now that we're done with the ventilation of the range hood through the roof, I got 5 questions for you guys to answer. Question number 1, what is the name of the tape that is used wrapped around the pipes? Question number 2, when we crimped the end of the pipe, what is the name of that tool used to crimp the pipe? Question number 3, when attaching the second piece of pipe to the first piece of pipe, does the second piece go on the inside of the pipe or does it go over the outside of the pipe? Question number 4, what causes condensation? And question number 5, when removing the roof shingles when we were on the roof and we pried them up, what is the name of that tool we used to pry up the shingles? Alright guys, thanks, and hope to hear from you soon.